Yeah, I mean, one weird thing about this, I think, is that the Christians are a tiny minority in Sri Lanka, like the Muslims. So this is not like a Muslim minority attacking the majority or anything like that. It was much more sort of narrowly focused on Westerners, I guess, in the hotels, but also on Christians, Sri Lankan Christians in the churches. I think one thing it shows is how extremism, Islamist extremism, is quite prevalent in South Asia in ways that a lot of people don't necessarily realize. You know, they tend to think of the Middle East and big attacks in Western cities like London, Paris, and New York. But actually, there's a lot of trouble going on in places like the Maldives, which are quite close to Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and so on. And a lot of these attacks tend to, in the case of the Maldives, you know, people have gone to fight in the Middle East for ISIS, and they've come back. And as a proportion of the population, it's extraordinarily high in the Maldives, but then the Maldives is a Muslim majority country. But, you know, Sri Lanka has suffered from all kinds of extremism over the years, and this is just sort of an extreme, prominent example of it on the Islamist side. I mean, we've had Buddhist extremists in Sri Lanka as well. And then we've had outbreaks of all kinds of extremism in that part of the world that I think, you know, people are now sitting up and taking notice of, whether it's Islamist or Hindu or Buddhist extremism. There's a lot of it about. As you know, in Myanmar, formerly Burma, you know, you had these sort of Buddhist purges, essentially, of the Muslim minority in the west of the country.